Now, as we have read the back questions, let us read the passage once again. Children, keep the questions in mind while reading the passage. This will help you to locate the answers easily. Read the passage given below and answer the questions that follow. As children, we found the adult imposed ban on eating out during the monsoons most irksome, if not downright unfair. How can we stay away from those irresistible chaats, golgappas and crispy hot samosas and pakoras at street corners? And how can we not play in the rain? Another forbidden player? We grumbled and complained a great deal and of course broke the rules whenever we could. In this para, we can find the answer to the first question that is related to the restrictions imposed on children during monsoon season. In this way, students, you will locate answers to other questions. Let us move to the next slide. Today, as an adult, I can see the reasons behind those restrictions. During monsoons, the temperature falls and relative humidity increases, which are both conducive to the activation of many bacteria and virus. The shelf life of perishable food or just cooked food decreases because of the moisture which penetrates the food and activates latent bacteria. Now let us move to the next slide. Post-monsoon rain, stagnant water pools become fertile breeding grounds for insects, which hover around the street food, says Mumbai-based physician Dr. Karuna Ram Prasad. And since the exigencies of travel, especially by train and road, mean that one often has to stop and eat on the way, monsoon travel makes one more vulnerable. Let's move to the next slide. Getting caught in the rain may be fun, but going down with cold, cough and flu on the journey is hardly amusing. The influenza virus has a short incubation period, which means you could be spending your holiday in bed very soon. Moreover, colds, coughs and flu are highly contagious. Since you are likely to travel with hundreds of people in close proximity, whether in a cruise, train, plane, car or bus, you will also spread the problem, ruining others' vacations too. Diarrhea also puts others at risk since contamination by feces is a major cause of gastrointestinal disorders. Let us move to next slide. So how can your travel be fun? First, shun street food. This ban also includes wayside cafes and railway platform food. Take along enough dry, homemade food for your journey. If you have to stop and eat on the road, choose a scrupulously clean restaurant. Carry plenty of chips, chocolates, biscuits and homemade dry eatables for emergencies. Normally, we wouldn't recommend these as healthy foods. Explain Hyderabad-based gastroenterologist Dr. B. Satyanarayan. But they are much safer option compared to the cooked or raw food available at average railway platform or wayside restaurants. Let us move to the next slide. Waterborne diseases are a big risk. Refuse water in a glass given to you anywhere. Stock up on bottled water before the journey. Hoping to buy on the way at a roadside railway platform outlet is not a good idea. Enterprising shop owners at small towns and villages have learned to recycle used mineral water bottles, fill them with tap water and sell them. Food poisoning, diarrhea and typhoid are major risks from contaminated water and food. Let us move to the another slide. Traveler's diarrhea is a common travel ailment. Besides constant watery stools, it may be accompanied by abdominal cramps, vomiting and nausea. Observe all food water precautions and carry along an antibiotic you are proven tolerant to. Keep an anti-diarrhea medicine for prompt use before you manage to reach a doctor. Electrolyte solutions are a must carry. Given the malaria risk, don't travel to malaria endemic areas. Avoid accommodation with water pools and stay away from areas with such health hazards during sightseeing or shopping. Carry mosquito repellent cream, coils and mosquito nets, especially if you are camping out or traveling to remote areas where the accommodation might not have these luxuries. Wear long-sleeved clothing, cover your legs while trekking or taking walk at your destination. Let us move to the next slide. Stay away from cold drinks, ice cubes and the rain, and use raincoats and umbrellas when required. If you still sense the onset of cough or cold, use anti-cough and cold medicines, which should be a part of your medical kit. An effective Ayurvedic remedy for cold and cough, even high temperature, is a drink of hot milk or water in which pepper powder or ginger powder has been dissolved. Now, let us discuss the back exercises. Exercise A, 3 words from the passage are given below. Give the meanings of each as used in the passage. One-word answers or short phrases will be accepted. Remember students, meanings should begin with small letters as word begin with small letter. Meaning should be in the same form as the word. A very simple way of confirming the correct meaning is to use the meaning in the place of the words in the sentences given in the passage. If your meaning fits in the sentence, then the meaning is correct. For example, the writer says, we found adults imposed ban on eating out during the monsoons most irksome. Replace irksome with word irritating. Now read the given sentence once again. The writer says, we found adults imposed ban on eating out during the monsoons most irritating. So, irritating is a suitable meaning for irksome. So students, write down irritating for irksome, conducive, suitable for, vulnerable, unsafe. One more thing students, don't write 2 or more meanings for a word. If you think there can be 2 or more meanings, write the most suitable meaning according to the line given in the passage. Now let us move to exercise B. Answer the following questions briefly in your own words. Children, keep in mind that we will not copy lines from the passage. We will find out the important keywords which are necessary in the answer and will write sentences in our own words using those keywords. Let us start with the first question. Question 1. What was the writer's view as a child on the ban imposed on them on eating outside during monsoon season? As a child, the writer found the ban imposed on eating outside during monsoon season to be irksome if not completely unjust. In this answer, we have used the word irksome, which is the keyword, but we have changed the formation of the sentence. In this way, students, you will do all the questions. Question 2. How is the temperature during monsoon season responsible for the spread of virus? During monsoons, the temperature falls and relative humidity increases. Both these conditions are suitable for the activation of many bacteria and virus. Question 3. Which foods are not recommended by a doctor as healthy foods? Why are they not recommended during the monsoon season? Street foods like chaats, golgappas, hot samosas and pakoras and food items available at wayside or railway platform outlets are not recommended by a doctor as healthy foods. This type of food is perishable and moisture penetrates this food and activates bacteria. So this type of food is not recommended during monsoon season. Question 4. How do enterprising shop owners spread waterborne diseases? Enterprising shop owners at small towns and villages recycle used mineral water bottles, fill them with tap water and sell them. This water is often contaminated, which is not safe. This causes diseases like food poisoning, diarrhea and typhoid, which are major risks from contaminated water and food. Question 5. Use the word dissolved last line in a sentence of your own such that it has a different meaning from that it carries in the passage. In this passage, dissolved means to become incorporate into a liquid so as to form a solution. But now we will use it in a different way. Dissolved, finished or ended. The meeting was dissolved after a huge discussion. Exercise C, with close reference to the passage and in not more than 50 words, state what precautions should be taken while travelling during the monsoon season. Children, for this answer, you must first write down the complete answer in points and give the heading rough draft. While travelling during monsoon season, we should shun street food and railway platform food. We should choose a clean restaurant during our travel. We can stock up water bottles before the journey. Keep an anti-diarrhea medicine for prompt use before we manage to reach a doctor. We must carry an electrolyte solution. Traveling to malaria endemic areas should be ignored. Carry mosquito repellent cream, coils and net while traveling to remote areas. Use raincoat and umbrella whenever required. Keeping anti-cough and cold medicine in medical kit is a good idea. Now you should divide lines into rows and columns as given below. We will divide lines into 5 rows and 10 columns. 1 extra row and 1 extra column is for numbering purpose. In this way, you will get exact 50 words summary. For writing this answer, use the most suitable words and try to make your sentence short but in a way that less words can convey more meaning. Don't omit any article and preposition. Write one word in one box. Students, remember, if you write more than 50 words, your marks can be deducted. While traveling during the monsoon season, we should avoid eating street food, carry homemade food, stock up clean water bottles and keep medicines before the journey. Avoid traveling to malaria endemic areas. We should always carry mosquito repellent and use raincoats and umbrellas when required and always keep our full body covered. Exercise D. Give the title to your summary in C and state the reason to justify your choice. Title: Precautions during monsoon travel is a suitable title for the summary because in this whole passage the writer has told us what precautions should be taken and why they are necessary. Now students, I hope you have understood all the ways of solving a comprehension. Your homework is to read and solve assignment number 2 at page number 216. Remember students, read the passage twice before solving the back exercises. Thank you.